Manoj Bajpai, wonderful to see you. I hope Shabana, Ava, you, the extended family are all safe and healthy, my dear friend.
All good, all good. I hope the same with your family, Rishi.
Safe and not complaining. Thank God.
Yeah.
Not bad, Manoj. I see you busting some serious choreographed dance moves in Basanti. Couldn't have been easy to do considering you had prosthetics and a tummy.
Yes, yes, you got it right. You got it right. The prosthetic was very difficult. 4 hours of getting ready and then managing it on the set because you sweat a lot, and inside if you're sweating, the prosthetic starts leaving its base, and so you have to get it right all the time, and rushing back to the makeup room, and five guys are on top of you trying to fix it. And the tummy usually they are quite heavy. They are made in such a way, and they are stick on your stomach. So yeah, and the moves, which I'm not so much used to it. uh, so um, but was the energy starts flowing, was the song starts playing, uh, the one thing that you want to get it right is your performance and the moves.
Why I said choreographed moves is because there's one Bhiku Matre kind of style, which is free flowing style, which Manoj Bajpayee
Right.
is a master at. The
Right.
choreographed dance moves are coming across nicely in this.
That's a compliment. Thank you. Yes, I mean I rehearsed with the
Yeah.
choreographer, and he knew my weaknesses. So somewhere he has come up with certain moves which he thought that I would get it easy, and he was right.
You know, you're a devoted family man, dedicated man. I know you for so many decades. And dedicated family men like you and me can't do anything. We can only listen and feel happy. It
Yeah.
must feel nice when beautiful young ladies like Karishma Tanna say, I did this song only for Manoj Bajpayee. I am a big fan of Manoj Bajpayee. I did this only for Manoj. How does it feel?
Yeah, like Karishma is not only a beautiful girl, she's a beautiful dancer too. And everyone is talking about her. Even my family was talking about Karishma, that how well she has done it in the song. But yeah, I mean, you are right that they're it's their kindness, and they are being very kind. uh, you just feel humble and say thank you very much.
How sweet.
you know
Listen, you're a master of disguise in this one. You're no stranger to spotting different looks, but all in the same film is quite amazing. How many looks did you count at last count in the film, Manoj?
I should have been prepared before this interview.
Good, you can do the counting here so that in the future you can rattle off the number.
Okay, there's a Maharashtrian moment. There's a Dabbawala. There is a James Bond. There is the what do you call, uh, the Gulshan Grower kind of a look. And yeah, 7 8 looks in one film. Yeah.
And the process itself obviously is nerve wracking. I remember the great Kamal Hassan
Yeah.
telling me one time, saying, after he did Chachi 420, saying, I told my prosthetics person that you don't need to age me because by the time this makeup is over, I will age by a couple of years in any case. So hours of sitting, fittings, most
Yeah.
difficult to achieve, right? Yeah.
And yes, I mean, Abhishek Sharma, our director, he's so particular that he wanted, the uh, test, a look test twice. So twice in, I mean, the whole day is gone in getting the makeup done. Then and all the characters, he wanted to, kind of shoot all of them separately and see it for himself if they are turning out right, and then you have to do it on the shoot. So the process was quite tedious. What you see on the screen is something that I have done on the set, but there were days of preparation, there were days of look tests and trials, which kind of uh, was exhausting, quite exhausting and tedious.
And your favorite look in the film would be amongst all of them?
Ah, I love Maharashtrian woman. I mean, I just enjoyed doing that part when this Maharashtrian woman is actually, worshipping with other women in that scene, and trying to be as cool and as natural as them. Yeah, that was, and that day I was running 101 fever.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
so so yes, so when you do a scene which is that difficult, and then nature makes it more difficult for you, so that becomes quite memorable.
The film is set in the 90s, Manoj, and in a lot of ways, the late 90s were when you, in a lot of ways, that's when you exploded out. Satya, Shul, Con, all happened 98, 99. What do
Yeah,
you miss most about that 90s decade, having lived through it so closely, Manoj?
Rishi, I think you'll agree with me that today we are professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and today we do our job. We become very organized. I mean, the industry has changed, so much so that you can't recognize it from the 90s. But one thing that was there in 90s is the passion. Passion, and they knew how to enjoy being on the set. Now they go there to do a job. So that is a big difference that I see.
Very, very poignantly put. Listen, this is a fab ensemble cast. Annu Kapoor, Supriya Sule, both actors with great comic timing. You're such a master actor yourself, but it must have been an interesting exercise to improve your comic timing with practice doing scenes with these two, isn't it?
Oh my God! So Priya Pilgaonkar ji to is a riot. She was, the kind of expressions and the nuances that she was coming up with. She is very difficult to match up with her. Uh, Anu Kapoor, with Anu Kapoor, it's a learning. It, when you know that there is nothing in the scene for him, he's just sitting there and doing nothing, and without saying a word, respecting the script writer, he will not even utter a word, and still he will take away the scene. Still he will get everyone's gaze towards him. It's amazing how he's a miracle. He's a miracle child, I would say. God's gift to this industry. I really hope and pray that he gets his due, uh, m- which every day. I mean, he's a mine. He's a mine of knowledge and talent. And everyone used to tease me that you have all day, you and Anu sir are sitting together. What you guys are talking, and I used to tell them that I don't want to waste even a bit bit of a moment when he's there on the set. I want to take as much as possible because he has so much to give.
Mm. You know, John Abraham had first introduced me to Abhishek Sharma in his office just a little after Tere Bin Laden. And Johnny had said, listen, don't keep saying comedy, comedy to this guy because there's a lot more to him. And we've seen that. He made Parmanu after that and,
Yeah.
Zoya Factor. Why did you choose Abhishek for your first, out and out, full blown comedy? I mean, you haven't done something like this since Mani Hai To Hani Hai, you know?
Right. I know Abhishek, because of the script. Abhishek is not Money Hai To Honey Hai was a slapstick.
Yeah,
Okay.
slapstick.
Uh, but this is very situational, and his characters have a very significant arc. There's a story here. There's a relationship. There are relationships. There are conflicts. There's a sense of betrayal, a love story. Everything is going on, which happens in a day-to-day life in a middle-class family. It's a story, but and one direction was very very clear, which came from him, that I don't want you guys to try to make people laugh. If they laugh, they laugh. They don't laugh, they don't laugh. You guys just play it uh, according to the character and the situation. There shouldn't be any effort to make people laugh, and this is exactly why I have taken it up.
Lovely. Let's talk of Diljit. He started off as being Punjab's darling and now he's the nation's darling. What to you is his most endearing quality as an actor and human, Manoj?
Yep, first of all, as an actor, uh, Daljit, if you are not prepared, and if you are even a little shorter on the presence of mind, he can actually ruin you.
That's a
he
confession.
can yeah, he can ruin you in a scene. And he comes up with such bizarre ideas when the scene is happening. And once we were all ready to do a scene, and he came and he changed the scene. changed the scene without even changing the dialogues. And because he changed his attitude, the attitude that we were thinking that Daljit should have, he went completely opposite. And when he went opposite, me as an actor had to adjust with that change of his, and then come up with something unique. So he doesn't let you rest on the set. That's the beauty of uh, his actor. um a human being, uh, he's a he measures everything before he talks.
Wow.
Okay, he does. Yeah, he doesn't talk unnecessarily. He is, even if he's trying to crack a joke, he will look at you 5 times. He will measure you, whether you will get offended or not offended, whether he should say it or not say it. So it's that's his personality. But most of the time, he's into himself, uh, and uh, trying to be true to the scene and the set discipline. He's that kind.
That's a very interesting perspective because you normally think of him like, Mika, Sardar, who just
Yeah.
says what he feels. So,
No,
that he
no.
has that terao is something quite
Yeah.
interesting. Manoj, there's a song which is releasing today. It's called Varya. It's a romantic kind of track.
Right.
Just like we talked about Basanti. Just a bit about it, please.
Varia is a love story song. I mean, it's kind of, you see a development. There's a romance developing between Daljit and Fatima, and so how you could actually wrap it up? You could wrap it up only in a song where you have few montages of these two coming close, and it's a very good song. If you it's a romantic number, but it's hummable, and it's new. And in this kind of a situation, after when we are still in pandemic, I think this will come as a relief for many of those people outside.
And did you, like a lot of us, when you were growing up, watch Sholay, and when the Basanti Kutton ke samne mat nachna line came, were you one of the guys giving the CTs, the loud CTs?
I was too little, yeah.
Yeah.
I still, the one thing I remember, that when I came out of the theater with my parents, I started singing Mehbooba Mehbooba loudly, and my mother gave me a tight one.
That's a memory.
That's a memory. Yeah.
Let's talk of Fatima. I mean, she says she went through a bit of a confidence crisis after Thugs of Hindustan didn't work. Now she's got two back-to-back releases lined up. How do you view this girl's career and her?
Oh, I mean, earlier when I saw Dangal, I was completely mesmerized. Not only by the film, but also by these actors, especially Fatima. You see every time I look at her, and I can't believe that this is the girl. This is the girl who has acted in Dangal. I mean, that was I keep asking her how you could manage to do all of this, and she keeps explaining it to me. What all regimen that she has, that these guys have gone through, and they had to really stick to that discipline. Now, when she was preparing for this role, where she's a Marathi Mulgi, and the language, the accent, and also the middle class behavior. I mean, she was working on it. She was working on it as if this is her first film, learning the skill, trying to, sometimes she used to call me and ask me as to how to go about it. So when you see an actor who's just burst out in the scene and taking the job so seriously and trying to be, uh, uh, good in the job that she's been offered. I mean, it gives you a kind of a relief that that not everyone is taking their profession lightly. I mean, here is an actor, Fatima, who is actually very serious about what she wants to do in her life.
Manoj, I have so much love and respect for you. You know that, but it keeps going up a notch when I see you get involved with muhims and movements like Shramik Samman. Tell everybody who's watching or listening about your efforts and achievements in this wonderful Shramik Samman.
Oh yeah, I mean, this we've been sporadically, me and my wife, or giving charities here and there, and we also didn't want the world to know about it, and because it's a very personal thing. But we were not satisfied with our effort. We somewhere felt that just giving money is not enough. We should be involved in some way or the other with a very credible NGO who is doing a great work on ground, and attach our credibility with them. And if they want something else from us, we'll go ahead and and do it. And then Chitra Subramaniam, who's a very good friend of mine, not only mine but Shavana's also, and she's such a darling. When I was speaking to her, she told me about this NGO where Chitra, Bilal, and Lara and Anil, Heber, all of these guys. They She told me about uh, the, the NGO and what all they are doing in this pandemic time, and we realized that this is it. I mean, let's go ahead and be with them, just support them, put our name and credibility, everything behind them, and help them in getting the word spread, and getting them all the assistance. And it's and it's so heartwarming that the people really gave a lot of attention. And every time that we put out anything on the social media, there are people who are ready to support this. And there are 74 projects, Rishi, that Shamik Samman is going to start. But I think we've managed to start 6 or 7 by now. But we are moving slowly and surely. We are moving towards our goal of 74. And different state, different districts of this country is giving skill to all the laborers who have gone back, uh, so that they don't have to come back to the cities and again go through the same kind of miserable situation.
I urge all of you who are watching and listening to go to Manoj's social media handles, or just search for hashtag Shramik Samman, because these are laborers who are actually making bamboo water bottles, masks, cold pressed mustard oil, all with the help of Manoj and the NGO and Shabana. Great work there. We even exchanged some WhatsApp messages, you and me, in March and April. As usual, you're so wonderful inquiring about my family, but you were in Uttarakhand at that time. How was your lockdown phase, and was there any skill you managed to pick up during that phase, Manoj? Some people have been learning software, some have started gardening. I know Shekhar Kapoor, your Bandit Queen director, came and visited you, and you indulged in some photography. But just a bit about time spent in Uttarakhand during the lockdown.
Oh yes, I mean, I was shooting for a film there, and just 5 days of shoot, and my family came down, uh, just to, spend some, say, 6 7 days with me in that beautiful area. And the lockdown happened. So the entire unit decided to take the flight back. uh, Few of us, we decided that this is going to be the best place in the world in this crucial time. uh, and let's wait and observe as to how it's going to go, and then we'll take the flight, or for whichever destination that we want to go to. And that way we stayed back for 3.5 months, 3.5 months, without any mask, without any fear. uh, uh, and just hiking, trekking, cooking, going to a, a nearby baker's place to learn baking. So and just trekking for, say, 7 8 kilometers, going to this baker's place, uh, and learning baking, because he's somebody who's from US and is married to a Maharashtrian woman, and she's an academician. She's doing research on water. So they beautiful husband and wife, and this husband, he bakes and supplies breads to the nearby grocery stores, and he bakes pizzas. So sometimes he used to give us parties, pizza parties. 6 7 kind of pizzas that he used to make. So we were learning all of that, Rishi, uh, and going to all different households. Mm, we found 5 puppies, 5 uh, female puppies, girl puppies. And because what happens in these small places, they throw away the female puppies, okay, on the road. And they don't want to take care of them. So we found them on the side of the road. We got them, and we distributed. We found them homes. Uh, in
Beautiful.
that area, and the condition was, if you come and give one of these puppies home, or if you want two, you can take away two. I'll get myself photographed with you.
Ah, sweet. Well done. Well done.
So this was an idea given to me by my daughter. She was so happy. She was feeling very sad whenever there was, any puppy was finding home, and the the man or the woman was there to take the puppy away. But at the same time, she used to be very happy, and telling the guy, please take care of the puppy, give her milk, give her this, give her that. I'll come back after a year, then I will meet your puppy. I'll come with Papa, and give you one more photo.
So sweet. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
I'm at the I'm at the 19-minute mark, so this has got to be my last question. My time is almost up. I'm so happy, so proud to see the other side of Manoj Bajpayee. I mean, there's some such fabulous stuff happening. There's the cool Bhojpuri hip hop artist Manoj Bajpayee with a message, mind you, with a
All
message.
right.
There
All
is
right.
producer Manoj Bajpayee. More people have seen Bhosle than ever before because of the lockdown. The film seemed to have a life of its own because of the subject, the beautiful storytelling. So these other aspects of your beautiful career and personality, the hip hop and the producer. Let's end with that.
Okay. I mean, hip hop, that rap song happened because of Anubhav Sinha. That the Dr. Sagar has written a poem, and the whole migration issue was somewhere, was people actually put it in a dustbin somewhere, and the entire world was talking. The country was talking something else. All the news channels were, there was so much of cacophony going on. Nothing was making sense, and then this poem happened. Anubhav gave it to me and asked me to rhyme it. uh, uh, we the whole the And then Anubhav asked me one day, how do you feel, about this? I said, I feel fantastic that we've done this, but the only thing I want to achieve is to get the debate or the conversation back on this massive exodus. The tragedy uh, of the decade, I can say, if I you know be a little conservative, tragedy of the decade. If we can get the conversation back on this, then we are successful. And exactly, this is exactly what song has achieved. That we are talking about song, we are talking about, we started talking about the migration, and how miserable it was for the laborers to really walk down 1,000 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers with their children on their shoulders and their suitcases. I think I can't forget this time, uh, primarily because of that.
Producer Saab,
And
Bhosle.
producer, I don't think uh, Bhosle would have been seen by so many people had it been released in theater. It's an independent film, and sadly, in our country, independent films are not given that much of attention, or that kind of a respectful release. But the Sony Live, they just launched their app, and they started streaming Bhosle, and so many people have seen, which is unimaginable. So much respect that they have given to this small independent film of ours is so humbling. And I can give you one, if one day when we meet up, I'll show you the sketches that people have made of Bhosle and send it to me. Hundreds of them. So this is the love that as a producer, this I think my job is over, here. This is it. I mean, there's so I think with the decision of doing independent films, this is the pinnacle. When you reach uh, where average mainstream film uh, can manage to reach. This is where we've reached. That people got enthralled, people got mesmerized, people loved Bhosle, and they uh, took the inspiration and made sketches on the character. Is something so heartwarming.
Manoj, thank you for the joy you give us as a human being and as
Thank
well
you.
as an actor, performer, entertainer, and all the causes that you devote your time and energy to. Love to Shabana and Ava and the family. And
Thank
you,
you.
take care of yourself, my friend. Stay safe.
Th-
Stay
Take care, Rishi. Bye.